am currently a dentist. I graduated UBC dentistry 2015, so I've been out now over almost 8 years, which has been awesome. But before that, obviously, I was UBCO chemistry degree. Graduated that in 2010, and yeah, it's been a wild ride, but it was fun. It really opened up a lot of doors for me being able to hang out, especially when UBC was young. Um, the my first year of chemistry or sciences, I guess, at UBCO was the first year that it was actually UBCO. I had always had intentions of doing something in the healthcare field. I kind of went into it with the anticipation of actually probably going to med school. That was kind of my first thought when I was in first year. But I went into biology and I was doing all that stuff and it was kind of boring. um, but I started getting into the chemistry stuff, and that I think pushed me a little bit more down the dentistry path. Materials, working with your hands, getting stuff done, right there chair side, which is very similar to what we did in the chemistry lab. I did some stuff in the chem field before dental school. After I finished my degree in 2010, I did a year working in a lab running a mass spec on campus for a year, and that kind of gave me the idea of what is this like for me? Is this something that I could do more of? And that just for me at the time wasn't the right path for me. If I had done anything in the chem field, it probably would have been teaching. I had a lot of really excellent uh, chemistry instructors at UBCO, and they really kind of showed me what it was like to be an excellent teacher,
Mhm.
and that really fostered that. Even to this day, like I really do dive into the teaching realm in the dental field with some of the extracurricular stuff that I do.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, like it was there. It was definitely not something that I disregarded right away. But I did always have my heart set on the healthcare stuff. So we had great courses. We had all of these opportunities that not a lot of other students probably would have had, especially in a bigger campus. At UBC Vancouver or any big campus like that, the ability to be a TA, teach your peers, teach the first years when you're in fourth year, to participate in research projects. That stuff just doesn't exist. Like the opportunities to do that stuff is so few and far between that you just wouldn't have that in that bigger campus space. The CCU in particular, we just had a ton of fun. Honestly, we took all of these courses which were notoriously difficult. Lots of I remember, Ed Nealand always talking about the failure rate of organic chem in second year being 25%, So all of these notoriously difficult courses and making them something more than that. We had peers that we could go to participate in, people that would help us walk through problems. Someone outside of the professor that we could talk to. Undergrad is some of the hardest, but some of the most rewarding days of your life. You have an opportunity that you will never get again in your lifetime, and that is to be in a place where you can focus on building relationships while enjoying your time. The best advice I could give people is to make sure that you get involved and don't spend your time while you're on campus or in school just studying and trying to get the grade. Yes, it's important. Yes, it makes, all the difference in the world. Where everybody's super competitive right now. We're trying to get into med school, we're trying to be a vet, whatever it is. But you got to have fun along the way. And I think that was what was so great about the course union was it was an avenue for that. Even if it was just a pizza night. Like, everybody's so stressed out trying to figure out where those stupid electrons are going, that having that outlet was so important. And it really kind of laid the groundwork and foundation, especially for me, as to what I was looking for in an institution going forward.
Mhm.
You want to be able to know that you are just not just a number, so make sure that you make yourself known, be a part of all of those opportunities that you have because you will not get a chance like that again in your life.